of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Memphis with the ball. And then Morant with the jam!
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
And a deep three from Russell. Brooks with the rebound. Here's Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, check out the handles of Ja Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Outside McDaniels. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Just such a terrific dunker.
Man, born to fly, that's for sure. And here's Morant. Pass to Brooks. Let's go with a three. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Now Morant. Back to Jackson. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that. If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs. Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
Adams with a screen on Edwards. And here's Morant outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run.
And out of bounds, Minnesota will have it.
This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Outside Russell, the three. Pass to Gobert. Oh, stolen by Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
So many teams are loading up on big wings who can shoot it. Dylan Brooks, he fits that bill.
Outside McDaniels. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
And the free throw, no good. The Grizzlies have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. And stolen by Edwards. It's tipped.
Desmond Bain. First personal foul.
He is so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
1:57 left to play in the first. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
From behind the arc. They get the rebound. Outside for Morant. Brooks outside. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes. Brooks has got 6.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Russell, the pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Deflected.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
And here's Morant outside. The shot won't fall. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. McDaniels finds Gobert. Russell against Morant. Three-pointer. Here's Gobert. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That's on Steven Adams.
What an outstanding defender. Gobert's combination, in my opinion, of size and length is tough to match up against.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. The green light they gave him early should probably turn red. He needs to get others involved.
Oh, had a nice open look right there. He's got 5.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Outside Morant. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Then he drops the first.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic. Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by a bucket.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, I think it's pretty obvious they were well prepared defensively coming in.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
On the court for the Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1. Back to Jackson. Pass to Adams. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And he's going for the oop here. Edwards, the pass to Gobert. And here's Russell. Edwards with it. Launches it. Here's Gobert. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You see how seriously Gobert takes rebounding, just getting after it. Great activity.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. 7-point differential. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. Here's Adams. Shot from the low post is good.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Russell with the ball. Give him 8. And here's McDaniels. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now Adams. Outside for Morant. For 3. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. To the inside. Here's Towns. Here's Edwards. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now a 9-point Minnesota lead.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Jackson outside. Back to Morant. This one for 3. Pure from 3-point range. Morant's got 9 points.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
Russell from deep 3-point land. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Jackson. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Shot's good by Towns.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Jackson, right side. Pass to Bain. Adams with the ball. Brooks, the pass to Adams. And stolen by Gobert. And here we go, the Timberwolves on the run. Stolen by Bain. Now Jackson. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Russell, the pass to Edwards. That one off the back iron and out.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Pass to Moran. Brooks outside. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And 1:01 left to play in the first half of basketball. Now here's Towns. Shoots over Jackson. Stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. Outside for Brooks. Pass to Adams. Stolen by Russell. Who poked away. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's Bain. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Outside for Moran. Here's Adams. And that one drops.
Watching that play, it's surprising that for his career, Steven Adams has averaged under 8 rebounds a game.
And that one misses. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Russell, that's good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. 11 points in the game. From deep three-point range, Adams finds Jackson. 4 seconds left. And the dunk by Jackson.
So active inside, and with that big frame, Jackson has no trouble finishing through contact.
And so a close game as we wrap up
The Timberwolves, 27. Let's get it for the double up team.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
We've got Green. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama in at the power forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Pass to Conchar. Outside for Green. Outside Jones. 6 to shoot. And here's Clark. No luck on that one. Nice D from Reed. Anderson for 3. Jones grabs the board. Well, Memphis shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Pass to Aldama.
Timberwolves foul. Jordan McLaughlin. First personal foul. First team foul.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. And the basket by Clark.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Pass to Anderson. And he's going for the lob. A slam dunk by Reed.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
Now here's Jones, guarded closely. Oh, Clark with the slam.
One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story. Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Here's Jones. Green for 3. Sinks the tray. Green's got his first 3 points of the game.
A tremendous floor spacer. Danny Green has that sniper's mentality.
Out to the right wing. Reed, a screen on Green. And he lobs it up to the rim. Oh, Green with a block. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Conchar can't hit. Inside, and the lob disrupted. Not to be. Jones in the post. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. There's a screen. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Intelligent ball movement. The offense looking one step ahead there.
Here's Noel. Pass to Anderson. Back to Noel. Anderson with a screen. Down low. And finished off by Anderson.
This is where Kyle just needs to improve across the board, needs to find more ways to score.
Outside Jones, driving to the basket, uses the glass on the layup. Minnesota in the lead. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock, fires the 3. Here's Noel. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution on the court.
Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Pass to Aldama. Back to Jones. To the middle. For the lead, Clark. An easy 2 on the layup. Clark's got 6 points. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Their defense, it's their defense. It has been downright incredible so far. Being disruptive and coming up with steals left and right.
Yeah, one thing I think they should continue doing is attacking the break. Because right now, this defense has no answer for them when they do this.
The Grizzlies on offense. A big stretch here going. 10-2. Pass to Jones. Back to Conchar. And stolen by Edwards. And they're pushing it up. Here's Towns. McDaniels from long range. Kept alive. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Jones, the pass to Green. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
As a defender, you want to force Danny Green to put the ball on the floor. Can't let him catch and shoot.
We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Creating plays for others. It's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for the Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at point guard. Shot clock at 2. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation is the buzzer sound.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Jones, he's checked in for Morant. Now Russell. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Brooks, the pass to Jones. Bain with it, covered by Towns. Brooks against Edwards. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
In just one college year, Jaren Jackson averaged 3 blocks a game. He has that potential at this level.
Picked by Gobert. Towns for 3. And Gobert with the stuff.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use 2 hands next time. He knows where he is. Pass to Bain. He takes it in. Here's Adams. Outside Jones. On the wing, Brooks. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Edwards against Bain. Oh, and Jackson with the block. Pass to Bain. Adams with the ball. Outside Bain. Jackson the screen. Offline with a 3. The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 4 since the 4th quarter began. Here's Edwards on the take. And Edwards slams it in.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Morant's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He told them this is a game that we can win. It's a game we should win. We've matched those guys step for step. From this point forward, let's try to force them to play at our tempo.
Great work, Allie. Thanks.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Here's Edwards. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Steven Adams.
Anthony Edwards at the line for 1.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Up top, Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Outside Russell. Pass to Gobert. Up top, Edwards. And he makes it on the layup. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
And that was the right decision. When you're in need of a bucket, you go to your most trusted guys.
And it was great execution. Clutch effort all the way around.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. They now take the lead.
And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Up top, Morant. Pass to Jackson. The fadeaway. Morant, the pass to Jackson. It's picked off. Russell against Brooks. Now Gobert. He hangs. Now here's Morant. Now here's Brooks. Morant finds Jackson. Outside Morant. Body.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Morant against Russell. Pass to Gobert. Yes!
Stepping up big. Gobert showing why he's considered a cornerstone for this franchise.
And here's Morant. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the 4th. Outside Bain from the arc. And he drills the triple.
Desmond Bain showing no nerves.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves. They're behind by 2. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what do you think?
More than enough time to get a bucket.
But I'm curious to see, will they go for a 2 to tie?
Oh,
my goodness.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. From deep, Morant. Oh, it's off the mark. Here we go to overtime. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Here we go. Russell with the ball. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5. Edwards for 3. Ooh, that one makes him 7 for 14. Got a nice rhythm going here today.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, both teams trying to close out strong. These are the fireworks that fans came to see.
Brooks outside. Launches a 3. He can't get it to go. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Edwards against Bain. Pass to Russell. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 8th rebound here tonight. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Bain against Edwards. Pass to Russell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Going inside, and he gets it to go. And it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, and Russell loves to remind us that he has ice in his veins. Big-time bucket.
Three-pointer, Brooks. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Jackson against Towns. Releases. Gobert passes to Russell. Another miss by Russell. The Grizzlies have gone 0 for 3 here in this overtime period. And here's Morant outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. 3-on-3. Pass to Towns. Double team on Towns. Now Russell from downtown. The rebound by Jackson. From deep, Bain. It doesn't go for him. Now the Timberwolves with it. Here's Towns. And here's Edwards. Pass to Russell. Back to Edwards. From deep. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Outside Bain. And so it's Minnesota with the W. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra.
It's the NBA Live on 2K Sport. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the point. Now, here is Morris. Wall's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Outside, Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. 5 to shoot, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here's Russell. And he drives in. Can't cash in from close range. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. And Leonard gets it to go.
We like Kawhi, and he knows when to be forceful, just using his muscle on the inside to get to his shot.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for L.A.
And that's the high motor, the long strides we're always talking about with Leonard, killing it in transition.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Buries it from three-point range.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Zubats. George from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Towns. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Edwards finds McDaniel. And finished off by McDaniel.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Takes it out to Leonard. George looking around. Traps in the tray.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. 6 on the shot clock. And here's Edwards from the arc. And Russell gets it to go on the assist from Edwards.
Well, not the biggest guy on the floor, but still big for a guard and a lefty. That's a nice soft touch from D'Lo.
Russell against Wall.
2 minutes.
Outside left from the arc. Minnesota with the rebound. There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but trying to keep this core group of guys together. If they do that and they get help, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest stages.
And just taking pride in being their leader. These passes show Wall wants to make his teammates better.
Edwards against George. Now here's McDaniels. Pass to Russell. Over Wall. The shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Leonard finds Morris. Back to Leonard. He takes it in. And there's the pass to Zubats. And George now top of the key. The three. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Leonard with the steal. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Stolen by McDaniels. Towns with it. He's picked up by Wall. It's stolen by Morris. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. All with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
What a great finish there from Wall. It's clear he doesn't fear anyone when he's looking to score.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Timberwolves trail by 3. So looking it over. Outside, Towns. Over Morris. The Timberwolves again can't hit. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Clippers lead. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
Well, they've really attacked off of the turnovers, so leaking out and capitalizing on fast break stuff.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. A nice shot by George.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. How about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greats.
They're playing working to perfection there if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Wall kicks to George. And then George with the jam.
Paul George dunk contest? He's maybe a little older, but I love to see him get up.
All against Russell. Outside Edwards. 6 to shoot. Towns in the corner. Here's Russell. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Morris inside. Defended by Towns. Morris dishes to George. Takes it inside. Here's Zubats. Kicks it out to Leonard. Wall taking his time here. And the slam dunk by Wall.
And to say Wall's explosive at the rim doesn't do him justice. I mean, this guy is a freak of nature.
Now, here is Russell. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting it right now, because if you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from 2-point land, 3-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
And this is in Morris's wheelhouse right here. Extremely fluid with the catch and release.
No one near Edwards as he lets it walk. 2 minutes. Russell passes to Edwards. Launches a 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Los Angeles leading by 9. Leonard draws the double. Left side Wall. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Back to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
And this is where PG, at his height, because of his size, has got that advantage to see over the defense and locate the open man.
Now here's Edwards. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Dishes it to Towns. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And it's sent back by George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Ball against Russell. Outside for George. Three-pointer. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Just deadly from outside. PG getting some space, does not hesitate there.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
17 foul.
Clippers on defense. Russell left side. Shot clock at 5. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Ball against Russell. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Ball against Russell. A three from Leonard. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Now McDaniels. Drives to the hoop. No good on the last second attempt there. Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
15. The Clippers. 27.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Paul George really making a difference here.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Batum, and it's Powell in at the 3. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson.
Reggie Jackson.
That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Los Angeles on D. Prince outside. Shoots over Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Noel, and the lead is down inside single digits.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Jackson feeds to Batum. Reed with the block. Prince against Paul. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Timberwolves gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 8-point game. He dishes it to Jackson. With the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. And Anderson gets it to go.
So important that Anderson can step up and knock down shots like that.
side, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Here's McLaughlin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Anderson outside. Inside. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Jackson. Batum. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 7.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Here's McLaughlin. To the middle. Here's Prince. And no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Jackson. Latrey.
2 minutes.
Jackson can't get that one to fall.
The D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those.
Here's McLaughlin. It's deflected.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Total letdown by the D. Can't leave the bucket unprotected.
Absolutely. And it takes an easy 2 points onto the lead.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's McLaughlin. The Clippers getting the bucket. Noel passes to Reed, and he makes good on the layup. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
To the inside. Here's Batum. The rebound by Anderson. Timberwolves trail by 7. Stolen by Jackson. In the corner, Powell with it. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
And Norman Powell, he is compact and powerful and able to take that hit.
The Clippers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
An efficient scorer. Norman Powell could fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Here's Jackson outside for Batum. Off on the layup. And so it's Los Angeles in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Jalen Noel.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Torian Prince is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Reed. And it's Noel in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now, here's George. The kick out to Wall. Over Russell. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Timberwolves trail by 8. The 3. Alive, Minnesota. So they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Minnesota has possession. Here's Russell with the 3. Nick Daniels up top. He's covered by Leonard. 4 on the clock. Russell dishes to Towns, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Clippers leading by 8. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Russell against Wall. Morris kicks to George. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 10.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
Russell against Wall. Russell passes to Towns. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Just over a minute and a half play here in the fourth. Here's Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's George. Zubac with the screen for George. Down the 3 ball. George has got 5 points now this quarter.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
No, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Now here's McDaniel. Here's Towns, and the rejection by Zubac. Oh, just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now here's Leonard. The kick out to Wall. Morris outside. No good from outside.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Towns is doubled. Over to the left wing. Outside Russell. Good work defensively by Morris. Los Angeles leading by 11.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside Leonard. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Wall with the bounce pass. And Morris throws it down.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And great, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Now, here is Russell. He kicks to Edwards. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
Wall against Russell. Outside for George. Three-pointer. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Los Angeles.
The coaching staff must be happy that they controlled their turnovers so well in this game.
Excellent self-control and patience tonight.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for George.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
Here's Wall after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Wall passes to George. From deep. Rebound, Minnesota. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Edwards with the stop.
He's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. There's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
16 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Left side, Leonard. Back to Wall. From deep three-point range. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it.
Oh, say does.
Hello, basketball fans. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position. 4 on the clock. Wall against Morant. Here's George. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
The physicality of George. His coaches and teammates encourage him to attack and draw contact.
It's both from the stripe.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Now here's Morant. Outside Bain. Pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Hits the trifecta.
That's just unfair. 6'11" Jackson just sinking threes. I guess this is the new NBA.
In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Leonard finds Morris. Back to Leonard. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Wall against Morant. Stolen by Wall. Leonard with the ball. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
You see how composed Leonard is close to the bucket? Knows exactly how to score at will.
Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. Back to Jackson. Now Morant. Outside Bain. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Double team on Leonard. Pass to George. Zubats with it. Morris on the wing. Driving in, and the layup is good off the glass.
He's taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Morant. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Wall against Morant. Leonard passes to Wall. And the 3 off target. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Jackson. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. The team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA. That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
Adams a screen. Bain, the pass to Adams. Back to Bain. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. The shot misses. And the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Putting that 7'5" wingspan to use. Jackson with great timing on the rejection.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Three-pointer, Brooks. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. Wall against Morant. Wall, the pass to Zubac. Man, the basket's good with the assist from Wall.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Kicks it out to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Outside Bain. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. So at the end of 1 quarter of play.
And please give a big round of applause for your Clippers Youth Dance Team.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. That's the group for the Clippers starting the second. Now here's Wall. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Morris for 3. They get it again. Zubac. Morris on the wing. Zubac passes to Wall. They shoot again. And it's good on the lay-in. Wall's gotten his first points in this one.
Assertive play by Wall inside. Pushing hard to find himself a shot.
To the paint. Here's Brooks. Outside for Morant. The 3. Here's Jackson. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Jackson's got 7.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim. When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
Now here's Leonard. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Jones is checked in. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
Now here's Jackson. He has 7. Jones misses. And Leonard, here we go. Out of bounds. It'll be Memphis's ball. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
For the Clippers, Norman Powell, he's checked in for Paul George. And it's Jackson in for Wall. And it's Jackson on the take. It's tipped. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Stolen by Jackson. In transition, here come the Clippers. And Powell with the stuff.
The quick thinking of Jackson, putting his speed to great use to wreak havoc like there.
Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. Shoots over Zubac. Lets it fly. Second shot opportunity. Yep, that one goes.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays. And his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Now here's Jackson. And here's Leonard. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or two on your team to be successful.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 7. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
No good on that one. That one misses. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. The rebound by Jackson.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Jones, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
The Clippers in the lead. There's 53 seconds left in the first half. Jackson outside. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Jones up top, defended by Jackson. Outside Bain. Pass to Brooks. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Morris. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Powell. And Powell with the stuff.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps.
All right, good stuff, Allie.
Your Clipper, 23. With Grizzlies, 17. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwocky.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Nice game. Strong performance by Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
He's just that good. You can plan for him, but he just makes great adjustments on the fly.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. We've got Brandon Clark. Ja Morant is out there with John Conchar. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Aldama in at the 4.
And we talk a lot about Morant's athleticism and skill, but what stands out for me is his effort and intensity that he plays with.
And he's good on the second. Now Wall. Pass to Batum. Kicks it out to Kennard. Covington with it. Good D by Clark.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Back to Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Green.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
About a minute played here in the second half. Powell outside. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it, and the Clippers will go for a different look here. Morris, he's checked in for Covington. Leonard comes in for Powell. Paul George, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Jackson in for Wall. The Grizzlies also with a sub. Jones, he's checked in for Morant. Here's Conchar. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. It's stolen. Here we go, one-on-one. Back to Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
An important 2-point, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
And here are the Clippers now. After the basket by Memphis. And it's blocked by Clark. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. So for the Clippers, Covington's checked in for Morris. Norm Powell comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Kennard in for Paul George. Jackson gets the bucket.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Jackson against Jones. Pass to Aldama. On the wing, Conchar. Here's Clark. Soft touch off the glass. Clark's got his second basket.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Jackson outside. And the dunk by Jackson.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
Aldama. And he gets it back.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Now here's Jackson.
2 minutes.
Give him 8. Oh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
No need to risk a shot from range when you can take it inside.
And grant a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success, and he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Now here's Jackson. 10 points for him. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Here's Conchar. Pass to Jones. Back to Conchar. Inside. And it's the Clippers on the break. Powell outside. Back to Kennard. Jacks up at 3. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. 32 seconds left in the third. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter here. Jackson against Jones. And it's Jackson on the take. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. That's on Brandon Clark.
First personal foul.
Morant with it. Pass to Brooks. The layup misses. And we've reached the end of the third. The Clippers on top. They lead by 6. Then now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest. This fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now a timeout called by Memphis. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, I had a chance to find out what Taylor Jenkins was discussing with his players. He encouraged them to get out in transition. He said, quote, that team can be tough to score on when they set up in the half court. Let's push the ball at every opportunity. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks. Memphis trailing here. Here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Good, and the setup by Morant.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
And here's Wall. The kick out to Morris. George with it, guarded by Bain. From outside the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Bain finds Brooks. Now Morant, guarded by Morris. Outside Bain. Outside Morant. Takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul.
First team.
Grizzlies on D. They trail by 6. George against Bain. George, good. George has got 4 points this quarter.
He can do damage from just about anywhere on the floor. When you let George get position inside like that, he's guaranteed to finish.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Here's George. The Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got 4 rebounds now. Three-pointer Brooks. It's rebounded by Zubats. The Clippers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That'll be a second foul of the game. Now George. Oh, Brooks with the steal.
Not the best pass, guys, and the defense took full advantage.
Left side Morant. Outside for Brooks. And stolen by Leonard. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And there's the drive. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. And an important part of every team's game. A look at the hustle stat for Los Angeles. And the Grizzlies with possession here. 9-point game. Wall against Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
The potential of Jaren Jackson is endless. A center who has a tremendous jam.
Wall to pass to Leonard. On the clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And that one drops for them. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Just good awareness from Leonard there. Feeding a wide open guy instead of forcing his own shot.
Bain with a screen on Wall. And it's Morant missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Leonard. And the dunk by Leonard.
A spectacular athlete. When Leonard drives to the rim, he's difficult to stop.
From deep, Morant. He buries it from 3.
Maybe they've been going to him a little too much. Now, he's having a great game, but his team is losing, and that is all that matters.
A minute 6 left to play in the fourth quarter. The kick out to Morris. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Clippers.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
Zubats against Adams. Pass to Wall. Zubats with a screen on Moran. Leonard outside. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
From deep. Misses. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
Now here's Morant. Passes to Adams. Clock at 6. Towns with the steal. Gobert with it. He's picked up by Morant. And Russell gets it to go.
Boy, you look at D'Angelo Russell. He's got a sweet stroke. The lefty can knock it down from 3, but always seems to be playing at his pace, under good control.
Now here's Morant. Stolen by McDaniels. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Edwards leading the charge.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And, you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Edwards against Jackson. Shot clock at 6. And here's Brooks from outside. And it's Russell with the rebound.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Okay, David, thanks.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect every shot in his area.
And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. And again, Memphis no good. It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Back to Towns. Down low. The shot. Gobert can't hit.
Boy, great effort on defense there against a guy who typically makes that.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Adams with the screen on Gobert. Jackson passes to Adams. McDaniels with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Edwards drives in.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy is athletic and can really move.
Pass to Adams. Brooks outside. They need this one. No good on that one. Timberwolves go the other way with it.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Here's Russell. Gobert in the corner. Outside Edwards. And the rejection by Jackson. Brooks the pass to Morant. And stolen by Russell. Inside. Here's Towns. Rebounded by Jackson.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Morant with a wide open look. And the Grizzlies get it back. Here's Adams. And there's the foul. It's on Steven Adams. That is his first foul of the game.
An occasional over-the-back call is fine with him. That's just how he plays and how he attacks the glass.
Yeah, you know what? They say you would always rather have a player that you need to turn down than to turn on. So being aggressive versus passive, I want the aggressive guy all the time, even if it means a few fouls.
And Towns throws it down.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Now, here's Bain. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. To halt the run, and it's good on the way.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Well, you knew it eventually was going to happen. I mean, my goodness, a tight start to this one, but maybe that'll ignite some more buckets to be made.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive, but recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
Now here's Morant. Going inside, the pass to Adams. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Russell against Morant. Pass to McDaniels, and here's Russell. 3 seconds left. The shot will not fall. And that does it for the first quarter. Minnesota on top. They lead by 5. From Target Center, back in a moment.
Please give a big round of applause.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Timberwolves?
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Edwards. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Good gamble that time by Edwards. He, as much as anybody, wants this team to be out in the open floor.
The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Outside Jackson. Wants to get it to Bain, and does. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on D'Angelo Russell.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside, Towns. All alone. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
You know, the fact that Towns can step out and shoot with accuracy means he doesn't always have to score inside.
Morant passes to Jackson. That one drops for him. And different games, different official. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Just 5 on the clock.
To concede a rebound instead of fighting through the guy and getting called for over the back.
Yeah, I agree, and you've got to have a sense of when you're not going to be able to get to the ball. That just wasn't a smart foul.
Here's Edwards, and finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rack.
Morant scanning the floor. And finished off by Morant.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
Hey, I thought there was some style there, guys. What are you guys looking at? I mean, it was still a pretty sweet, flavorful one-hand flush.
Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Memphis. Adams outside. Here's Jackson out to Morant, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
You know, I think he may have forced that pass when there was really no reason to.
And so it's Towns with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 6-point game. Russell dishes to Edwards. Pass to Gobert. Towns wide open. Offline with his three. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Morant. Banked in off the glass. Morant's got his second bucket.
Just as quick as anyone in this league, Morant can seemingly get to the hole at will.
Outside, Russell. The dish to Towns. Oh, the lock of Gobert. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Boy, nice movement from Towns here. Excellent teamwork, and Towns was the catalyst.
Now, here's Morant for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 6. Over in the corner, Edwards. Outside, Towns. Morant against Edwards. Here's Gobert, the second effort. Grizzlies with the rebound. Adams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, and it's as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Russell kicks to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
16 seconds left in the first half. Feeds to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Good.
You know, maybe he's not the fastest guy on the court, but quickness is more important than pure speed in basketball. Russell's handle and scoring instincts, though, are borderline elite.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Timberwolves lead by
4. 16. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at D'Angelo Russell. What a contribution.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Jones, Green out there with Clark, and it's Conchar in at shooting guard. Up again, he hangs in there and cashes in on their second chance points. Reeves got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Timberwolves. Green with a screen for Jones. Beyond the arc. And it's Green missing. Minnesota leading by 6. Pass to Reed. Anderson outside. He kicks it to Prince. Back to Anderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
The Timberwolves made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
At the line for Minnesota.
He hits both from the stripe. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Jones looking for an opening. Here's Aldama. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Aldama's got his first bucket in this one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
The pass to McLaughlin. Now here's Reed. Over Clark. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Grizzlies shooting at a decent 44% clip here. Here's Green, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Green's on the court, you can't lose him because he's just too dangerous as a shooter.
It's his first trip to the line, and he can't get the first one.
At the line for 2.
He hits the second from the line. Timberwolves leading by 5. Here's McLaughlin. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Has to Reed. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Clark into the lane. And it's Clark slamming it down.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
Anderson outside. To the paint. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Conchar, the pass to Green.
2 minutes.
The feed now to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Clark, a screen on Prince. Lobbed up there for Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. And he's good on the second. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The lead is 2. Passes it to McDaniels. 1:36 left to play here in the third. The shot from the low post is good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Jones kicks to Green for the 3, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
For 3.
Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Russell against Jones. Tries it from 19. Here's Gobert. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Pass to Edwards. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Gobert. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Brandon Clark.
An improved free throw shooter compared to his earlier seasons. Nice to see Gobert attack his weakness.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Morant kicks to Adams for the lead. And it's Morant. That time on the assist by Adams. Morant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Grizzlies. Outside Edwards. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And the rejection by Jackson. Here's Morant. And rebounded by McDaniels. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 41% for the game. Here's Russell. Kicks to Gobert. Edwards looking it over. Puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target. Edwards got 10 points.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Minnesota on top, leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere. The final. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Memphis trailing here. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Drills it from outside.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. The pass to Towns. Lets it go from deep. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Bain passes to Brooks. Here's Adams. Morant outside. Here's Jackson. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Here's Edwards. No good off the back of the rim.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Morant kicks to Bain. On the wing, Bain. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. And now a 3-point Memphis lead.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
Back to Russell. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Bain kicks to Brooks. And that one is hammered home.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
So looking it over. Pass to Towns. To end the drought. The offensive rebound. Gobert, and that's good.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Morant left side. And finished off by Morant.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Outside, Towns. Looking to get back on track here. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
3rd personal foul.
Steven Adams picks one up. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
Well, let's make sure we don't overlook the steals they've been able to get now. Those forced turnovers to help them put points on the board and in their pocket.
And it's Morant missing.
I'm shocked that it didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
It's deflected. Morant with the steal. Right side Jackson. Here's the 3. Shot clock reset for Memphis. Back to Adams. Jackson with it. Shot clock at 3. And it's Morant missing. Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch told the team. He told them, don't look at the scoreboard. It's 0-0. One play at a time. Execute the game plan. That's how we're going to win this game. Kevin, try to keep the focus.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
To tie it up. And it's Towns penetrating. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Morant passes to Adams.
Remains calm and collected. Adams refuses to let the moment be too big.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Edwards. Driving the lane. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And here's Morant. Can't cash in. The coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being and so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And you know, even if a coach still feels this play the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Edwards dishes to Towns. Out to Edwards to take the lead. Bullseye!
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
And so the timeout by Taylor Jenkins here. Is what's your take?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
So it's Minnesota taking the W in a close one. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are...
action to come out of the backcourt in this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves: Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Towns finds McDaniels. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Got a hand on it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
That's defense. Clippers ball.
Now here's Wall. Here he goes, and the big finish by Wall.
This seems to be the new breed of point guards who can play above the rim. Wall finishing with style.
Edwards, the pass to Gobert. Back to Edwards. Six to shoot. Can't hit that one. And Los Angeles the other way now.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Now here's George. Edwards pulls it in.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
If he's that close to the cup, Rudy Gobert knows how to finish.
Here's Wall with the drive, and Gobert with a block. Outside Edwards to the inside. George with a steal. Pass to Morris. Kicks it to George. To the middle. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Well, that's about tremendous vision. And remember, Paul George has the kind of size that allows him to survey the floor beautifully.
Outside McDaniels. Gobert with a screen on Leonard. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And is blocked. George outside. And George with the jam.
Well, Paul George has got a tight handle, right? The zig, the zag, and his way through the porous defense.
Here's Russell. The kick out to Edwards. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Back to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Wall against Russell. Wall, the pass to George. 1:36 left to play in the first. That one falls.
Now, Paul George balances his perimeter game with the ability to work in the painted area.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. 1:10 left in the first quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George.
Basketball.
1:07 left in the first. Towns passes to Edwards.
Well, we call that defensive chops, right? Paul George is draped all over his man. He will not give up anything easy.
Oh my. What a display of effort.
That's his bread and butter, right? Chasing down the boards.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And it's the Clippers on the break. It's George on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Out to Leonard. Cuts off the pass. Tipped. It's stolen by Leonard. Let's go with a three. And George with the jam.
Well, Paul George has length, and that allows him to contribute on the backboards.
Ball against Russell. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And so it's Los Angeles.
And your Clippers, Houston team.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
The way they just continue to drive right at the defense, they've really been overwhelming them when they do this.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot.
Well, the lefty stroke of D'Angelo Russell on display. This is a guard who can be effective with and without the ball.
Leonard passes to Wall. Five to shoot. Back to Leonard. Driving inside. And the dunk by Leonard.
Boy, what is more fear-invoking than Kawhi off the bounce near the cup? Look out.
Stolen by Wall. And it's the Clippers on the break. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
When you get a chance to run the floor like that, you have to capitalize. Great hustle on that play.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament.
Now here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Russell against Wall. Right side, Russell. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Russell's got 5 points in the quarter.
This guy, an effortless scorer. Outside, inside, in between. Dynamic scorer is D'Angelo Russell.
George outside. Six on the shot clock. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard's for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. Leonard with the ball. Now guarded by McDaniels. Second quarter play. Almost 3 minutes gone here. Leonard passes to Morris. Here's George. McDaniels with some nice D.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Towns finds Russell. Towns up top. And the foul called on John Wall. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Russell against Wall. Russell, that's good. Russell's got 9. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I'd prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Here's Wall, following the score by Minnesota. George outside. Clock at 6. George draws the double. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession.
A great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McLaughlin's checked in. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. McDaniels from long range. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
Well, when you're careless with the basketball, you can expect that to happen.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Jackson outside. Trying to get back on track. And the dunk by Jackson.
Ooh, that's the quick first step by Reggie Jackson. What a pretty play.
52 seconds left in the second period. Pass to Edwards. It's stolen away. In transition, here come the Clippers. Batum outside. Edwards against Kennard. Clock at 4. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
How about that? Luke Kennard looking very comfortable on the interior. That's a tremendous finish.
23 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Edwards. Takes it inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. On Robert Covington. And the free throw, no good.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that can make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
For 3, Covington. And so it's Los Angeles. Up. Thanks, Allie.
Your Clippers. 25. The Timberwolves. 17. And getting more. The Jabberwocky.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. You got to like what we're seeing from D'Angelo Russell.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Norman Powell out there with Nicholas Batum, and it's Covington in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Reggie Jackson, one of those guys who does a little bit of everything. Can score it, can be a setup guy, can play the 1, can play the 2. You love his versatility.
And it's McLaughlin missing.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Here's Powell. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Oh, they pick off the pass. There's the drive. Pass to Prince. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Covington. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Powell passes to Covington. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Wow, pretty pass from Powell. This guy has great instincts as a scorer. At that time, sets up his teammate.
And Edwards puts up a deep 3. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota.
Foul to the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards. Second personal foul.
And that one misses.
Second team.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability. The southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Now here's Jackson. 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
To the right side. Here's Prince. Powell covers. Here's Reed. 3 seconds left. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. On Robert Covington. And the free throw, no good. Los Angeles shooting very well. 62% and going right at the defense. Out to Powell. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now.
Love the assertiveness of Norman Powell. Boy, turn the lights out. Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. And boy, he can get by you in a hurry.
Here's McLaughlin looking for his first basket, still in this one. Just 4 to shoot. The officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Personal foul.
Boy, I love that Torian Prince understood the contact was coming, plays through it, gets the hoop and the harm.
And you talk about Powell's athleticism, Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
Minnesota with the ball after the Clippers picking up a basket just a moment ago. Outside, Anderson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It goes on Nick Batum.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And he sinks the second. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Now Jackson. He has 6. Powell outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Jackson. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. We've got 1:28 left in the third. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Clippers.
You know, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
Here's Jackson. Kennard outside. Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jackson. Kicks it out to Anderson. An open look for Reed. The rebound by Jackson.
He forced that one. Not a productive trip up the floor.
And in a way, by taking that one, he's bailing out the defense. It's just too easy to stop.
No debate there. He got hammered.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Clippers.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
Those block shot numbers are big as well, guys, sending a clear message. We are not going to be scored on easily. Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
At the line.
He throw good, Edwards. 40 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Here's Kennard. Powell outside. 6 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Covington. And the layup is good off the glass. Covington's got 4 points this quarter.
Really good job by Covington to get good position and finish.
Russell from deep three-point land. Doesn't fall. Now 4 for 6. Kennard outside. Batum outside. From deep. Can't get it to drop. And so it's Los Angeles. They lead by 11 as the quarter comes to a close. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward.
You see the kind of power that Anthony Edwards can play with. This guy, the board, the finish, yes, sir.
George with it. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. Gobert up top, guarded by Morris. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you, so many different aspects to his offensive arsenal. Towns flashing solid handle ability.
Now here's George. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
George hits them both.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Goodness, Anthony Edwards, always on the attack. This guy is just so dynamic.
About a minute and a half into the fourth now. And here's Leonard. Going inside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
First personal foul.
One of the key aspects from Kawhi Leonard's scoring per game is his ability to get to the free throw line. This guy lives there.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both.
No one expected to see that. He's been owning the line as of late.
And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Towns for 3. Right side Russell. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
Now here's Wall. It's George on the wing. Out to Leonard. With the clock winding down.
You can see the...
And they're not happy with the call here. Coach has given the signal. He's going to use his challenge. Probably a good idea in such a close contest.
And even with the... So many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So
after review, the ruling on the floor stands.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He told his players not to worry about the score. He believes in their talent, and he believes they'll be the stronger team down the stretch. Now, they've just got to go out and prove it. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. To the inside. Gobert inside. Zubac's there. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Out to Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Outside McDaniels. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
For three, George knocks down the long J. And the Clippers lead by 10.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
Now here's Edwards. Outside Russell. Tipped.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Clippers.
Simply taking better care of the ball may have made all the difference.
Yeah, and then on the defensive end, they kept the pressure on and forced a number of miscues.
And we've come to expect these kinds of strong games for Paul George.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Well, we know this. Karl Anthony Towns was a go-to option from the very first moment he stepped in the lines of an NBA court. The versatility is so difficult to match up against.
Now here's Wall. Out to Leonard. The three. No good that time.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Outside Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be uneven to Zubac.
Anthony Edwards is a load to handle as a defender. This guy's got the frame and the skill to make it very difficult.
Now Wall. So the Clippers win it. This one was a thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for a lot of focus on the guard matchup tonight, Greg. Both these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
And the Clippers starting five. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the one spot. And finished off by Morant.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic. Even his teammates look a little stunned.
Wall against Morant. Leonard with no one around. Offensive rebound.
Hard work and soft hands. Guys, that's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Bain against George. Bain passes to Adams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes. You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you, night in and night out, is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
Now, here's Bain. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. And the rejection by Zubac. Wall passes to Leonard. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
That was with force by Kawhi, dunking it over the defense and looking unstoppable.
Morant against Wall. And that one's good. Morant's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Takes it out to Leonard. It's George on the wing. Stolen by Brooks. Bain with it. He's picked up by Wall. To the inside. Jackson. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
The young fella usually goes about his business. But on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Now here's Wall. Outside Leonard. 6 to shoot. And Adams sends it back.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
It's stolen by Morris. George looking around. Morris outside. From outside off the mark. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And Morant throws it down.
With the ball on the string, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Wall dishes to George. Jackson against Morris. It's stolen by Adams. It's stolen by Morris. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Leonard kicks to Morris. Back to Leonard. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
So many tools in the bag for Kawhi. Foul line down. He's very hard to stop.
Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Clippers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The free throw drops for Zubac. And both free throws good for Zubac. 59 seconds left in the first quarter. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Morant outside. off target from three-point range. LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Leonard the pass to George. 30 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Out to Brooks. Adams wide open. Brooks against Wall. Brooks misses. Here's Leonard. Back to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. The Clippers on top.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
And they have the guys to do it. Play to your strengths, and they can make up for some of your weaknesses.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Zubac with the screen for George. Outside Leonard. Stolen by Brooks. And oh, here we go. Brooks got it, the fast break chance. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
And Wall kicks to George. Pass to Leonard. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. The layup off target. Dylan Brooks seems like a very spirited player, and he plays with a lot of emotion.
I've heard coaches say he's the team's biggest cheerleader. Whether that's game time or practice, Kevin, he loves to motivate his squad to be at their best.
Wall passes to George. Brooks grabs the board. Deflects the pass. And George, here we go. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
So smart with the ball in his hands. George reads the floor well and takes advantage of what's there.
With the drive, it's hauled in by George. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Zubac, a screen on Bain. George, no good.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And finished off by Morant.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
And Wall kicks to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. Takes a 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Outside Jackson. George with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. Adams against George. Outside Leonard. Outside for George. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, GA, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work.
Here's Payne. That one, no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. Wall against Morant. Wall dishes to Morris. Looking for Wall. He gets it there. Outside Leonard. 5 to shoot. Shoots the three. It's tipped. It's stolen by Adams. Jackson down low. Morris is there. Jackson misses.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Takes it out to Leonard. Clock at 6. Pass to Zubac. Stolen by Brooks. Morant left side. Down low. Jackson passes to Adams. Morris with the rebound. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter.
At 6'8", Paul George is a threat inside, looking very comfortable from in there.
It's Morant with the drive. There's Jackson with the three. And again, Memphis no good. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Morris outside. 15 seconds left now here in the second. Leonard the pass to Zubac. And the layup is good. Zubac has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
Nice pass by Kawhi Leonard. You can tell he's been working on his playmaking.
Trying to end the drought, and that one released in time, but no good. Thank you, David, and we'll be back.
Your Grizzlies, 14. The Clippers, 18.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Without question, George displaying his skills today.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Batum's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Powell in at the small forward position.
The veteran presence of Danny Green keeping his eyes up, finding his teammate wide open.
And here's Jackson, and there's the call on Jones. That's his first foul. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
Batum, good.
The interior D coming at Nicholas Batum with lots of energy, but he outworked them right there.
Jones drives in. Here's Conchar. Back to Jones. To the right side. Aldama passes to Jones. He kicks it to Clark. Here's Aldama. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Los Angeles leading by 4. Powell with it. No points in the game yet for him. Now Kennard. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Here's Powell. Off the inbound pass. It's good.
Danny Green. First personal foul.
How the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Jones kicks to Green. Passes it to Clark. Right side, Jones. Clark inside. Defended by Batum. And Clark slams it in.
Quick off the the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Jones against Jackson. And there's the pass to Kennard. Back to Jackson. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Jones against Jackson. From downtown. A shot off that time. Los Angeles leading by 5.
And the next one puts him in the bonus. And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
Powell down low, working on Green. Here's Kennard, just 5 to shoot. Poke loose, it's stolen by Jones. And Clark with the finish.
Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Here's Powell. And the rejection by Clark. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Aldama passes to Jones. They set the pick. Inside. Memphis moving that ball around. No good from Clark. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Pass to Kennard. Jacks up a 3. Hits the three-point bomb. Kennard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
A crafty lefty with tons of range. You can't take your eyes off Luke Kennard defensively.
Here's Clark. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Now, here's Kennard. Here he goes. Conchar pulls it in. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Covington sends it back.
Robert Covington doing big man things tonight.
And counted. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
The Clippers have made all of their free throws so far tonight, going 6 for 6. Free throw good. Nicholas Batum. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Back to Jones. Conchar, the pass to Clark. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Powell, no one around him. Off target with his 3. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into and a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. We've got Green. Jones is out there with Clark. And it's Conchar in its shooting guard. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Count the basket. Morris has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for Los Angeles.
And I like the different looks that Morris can give you. Inside, outside, and in transition.
Green in the post. Covered by Wall. And the rejection by Zubac. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
And the other area they're separating themselves is with their points at the free throw line, being the initiator physically.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And Wall kicks to Morris. Wall finds Leonard from outside the arc, cranes it from beyond the arc, and the Clippers lead by 16.
Love the focus Leonard has at the arc. He won't take shots he doesn't like.
Here's Morant. Outside, Bain. Pass to Adams. Outside, Jackson. Plenty of space. And the shot goes in.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Outside, George. His three-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Passes it to Jackson. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Jackson's got 4 this quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Morant against Wall. Outside, George. Morris with the screen for George. There's the 3. That shot missing. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Bain passes to Morant. To the middle. Here's Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
With the ball in his hands, Ja draws so much defensive attention. Got his teammate a clean look.
Ball passes to George. Outside Leonard. Misses the 3. And Adams has got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. Trailing by 10. Memphis moving it around. Out to Brooks. Back to Morant. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off the shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Leonard against Brooks. Leonard looking around. Inside, trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Bain kicks to Adams. George against Bain. Here's Jackson. And the rejection by Zubac. A 3 from Leonard. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And Memphis the other way now. And here's Brooks from outside. Here's Jackson, and the dunk by Jackson.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
And here's George. Over to the wing. Takes it out to Leonard, trying to get something going. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. And the Clippers lead by 11.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lob pass to George. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
They couldn't make enough plays when it mattered. Interesting game, though, in terms of some of the matchups.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
So the Clippers with the win. And in the win. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...